Have you ever wondered whether the fantastic gadgets from your favorite sci-fi films and series could ever leap off the screen and into reality? The allure of sci-fi is undeniable. Those futuristic devices that seem light years away from our current technology never fail to captivate us. We dream about wielding lightsabers, teleporting at will, or traveling faster than light. But how much science is there behind these science fictions? That's what we're here to uncover today. We're going to delve into the world of sci-fi gadgets, peeling back the layers of fantastical storytelling to reveal the scientific principles that might, just might, make them a reality one day. We'll take our current understanding of physics, engineering, and technology and see how it measures up to the tantalizing tech of our favorite films and series. So, buckle up as we delve into the science behind your favorite sci-fi gadgets. Let's start with a classic, the lightsaber from Star Wars, an energy sword that cuts, melts, and burns through most substances with ease. Now I know what you're thinking, how can a blade made of light have any substance, let alone cut through anything? Well, the secret lies in the realm of plasma physics and laser technology. In the Star Wars universe, a lightsaber is essentially a blade of plasma, contained within a magnetic field. Plasma is the fourth state of matter beyond solid, liquid, and gas. It's basically a superheated gas, the kind you might find in the sun or a bolt of lightning. So, could we create a plasma blade here in the real world? Technically, yes. Plasma cutters used in heavy industry operate on a similar principle. They superheat a gas until it becomes plasma and use it to slice through metal. However, these tools are far from the sleek and portable lightsabers we see on screen. They're bulky, require a lot of power, and don't produce the stable meter-long blades we're familiar with. What about lasers then? We've all seen high-powered lasers cut through metal, so could we use them to make a lightsaber? Well, lasers certainly have the cutting power, but they also present a challenge. You see, a laser beam doesn't just stop at a meter long, it keeps going until it hits something. So unless you want your lightsaber to slice through the walls, floor, and possibly even the neighbor's dog, we'll need to find a way to contain it. And that's where the real challenge lies. Creating a blade of plasma or a high-powered laser is within our technological grasp. The trickier part is containing that energy in a handheld retractable format that doesn't melt your hands off. While we don't have a handheld retractable blade of pure plasma yet, the technology isn't as far-fetched as it may seem. So keep dreaming, Jedi hopefuls. The science behind your favorite sci-fi gadgets might be closer to reality than you think. Next on our list, we have teleportation, popularized by Star Trek's famous line, "Beam me up, Scotty." Let's dive into this intriguing concept that has captured the imagination of countless sci-fi fans worldwide. Teleportation, in its most basic form, is the instantaneous transportation of an object or person from one location to another without traversing the space in between. Sounds like pure fantasy, doesn't it? Well, the fascinating world of quantum physics might beg to differ. At the heart of teleportation lies the quirky phenomenon known as quantum entanglement. This is where two particles, no matter how far apart they may be, become so deeply connected that the state of one instantly influences the other. It's like having two dice that, no matter how far apart they are thrown, always land on the same number. Spooky, isn't it? Now, based on this, scientists have been able to perform what is known as quantum teleportation. Here, information about the state of a particle is instantly transferred from one location to another. But, and this is a big but, it's only the information that's teleported, not the particle itself. In 2023, a team of Chinese researchers made headlines when they successfully teleported particles of light, known as photons, over a distance of almost 15 kilometers. And while this might sound like we're on the cusp of teleporting humans, it's important to note that we're still a long, long way from that. You see, teleporting a human would involve scanning and reconstructing every single one of the approximately 7 octillion atoms that make up the human body. It's a task so monumentally complex it's currently far beyond our technological capabilities. So while the transporter rooms of Star Trek remain firmly in the realm of science fiction for now, the underlying principles do have a basis in real-world physics, and who knows? As our understanding of quantum mechanics continues to deepen, who can say what incredible breakthroughs the future may hold? While we're far from teleporting humans, the principles of quantum physics make this sci-fi gadget a fascinating subject of ongoing research. Now let's venture into the realm of FTL, faster-than-light travel, made famous by the warp drive in Star Trek. Warp drives, as fascinating as they are, represent a cornerstone of science fiction. They are often portrayed as advanced propulsion systems capable of moving spacecraft at speeds faster than light. But what's the scientific basis behind such a concept? To understand, we need to delve into the intricacies of space-time manipulation and Einstein's theory of relativity. Einstein's relativity tells us that nothing can travel faster than light in a straight line. However, there's a twist. The theory doesn't forbid the possibility of bending or warping space-time itself, allowing an object to traverse vast distances in less time than light would take traveling in a straight line. This idea of warping space-time gave birth to the concept of a warp drive. Instead of moving through space, a warp drive moves space around an object. Think of it like a surfer riding a wave. The surfer, or in our case the spaceship, remains stationary on the wave of space-time while the wave moves, carrying the surfer or spaceship along with it. One scientific hypothesis that has gained considerable attention is the Alcubierre warp drive theory, named after Mexican physicist Miguel Alcubierre. This theory proposes a method of stretching space in a wave, causing the fabric of space ahead of a spacecraft to contract and the space behind it to expand. In theory, this could result in effective faster-than-light travel. However, implementing such a drive poses immense challenges. It would require exotic forms of matter with negative energy density, something that we have yet to discover. Additionally, the energy requirements for such a drive are currently beyond our technological capabilities. Despite these hurdles, the concept of warp drives continues to captivate scientists and researchers. It's a tantalizing glimpse into a future where interstellar travel could become a reality. While faster-than-light travel remains a dream, it's a dream that continues to inspire scientists and techno-optimists alike. As we've seen, the line between science fiction and science fact can be surprisingly thin. Our journey began by exploring the realm of lightsabers, those energy blades that have lit up our screens and our imaginations. While a true lightsaber remains a fixture of fantasy, the principles behind it aren't entirely out of reach. We've delved into the concept of plasma, the superheated state of matter that could, hypothetically, be used to create a lightsaber-like effect. And while we may not be dueling with them anytime soon, advancements in laser technology and plasma physics are bringing us closer than ever before. Next, we transported ourselves into the world of teleportation, a concept that has been a staple of science fiction for decades. The phrase, "beam me up, Scotty," might still be a far cry from reality, but the underlying concept isn't as far-fetched as it might seem. Quantum teleportation, the idea of transmitting quantum information instantaneously across space, is a thriving field of study. And while we may not be dematerializing and reappearing in different locations just yet, the principles behind this concept are already shaping the future of communication and computing. Our adventure then took us to the stars as we tackled the idea of warp drives and faster-than-light travel. While the speed of light remains the universal speed limit, the concept of bending space-time, a principle derived from Einstein's theory of general relativity, offers a tantalizing loophole. Theoretical constructs like the Alcubierre drive might still be confined to chalkboards and computer simulations, but they represent a bold step towards making the impossible possible. Remember, the gadgets we've discussed today were once purely the stuff of imagination. Who knows what the future holds? Perhaps one day they'll leap off the screen and into our hands.